Hello and welcome to MBwTFB with the Farx Brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
And we're joined by Sally Ann, camera, sorry I almost forgot, Sebastian, Luna, Gaffer.
Shouldn't laugh when you say Gaffer, it sounds bad.
Gaffer, G&E.
Yeah, G&E.
G&E
That
sounds a
works.
little better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, just laughing and saying Gaffer.
I'm sorry I messed up a little bit,
No,
alright?
do
This is live.
Do you, baby? Do you?
We're discussing the non-spoilers of the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yes.
Scruggs.
Correct.
Okay, you
Buggy
two crazy
Scruggy.
kids. Why did you Zillennials pick the last Coen Brothers movie?
Because it's... okay, you have
I'll
your
tell you.
response for
Okay,
this.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
perfect.
Okay,
This
so
is cute.
my sister and I watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs when it came out in 2018.
You were a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And my sister really liked it. And I was like, whoa, this is fun. And then I was like falling asleep by the end of it because we watched it at like 11 p.m. It was really good though. I really liked it. And I like low-key forgot about it until recently when Sebastian and I were trying to figure out what movie we were going to talk about. Because him and I have very different tastes in movies.
How so?
Because you're more into like the horror, gritty.
I don't care what the movie is. I want it to make me feel something visceral.
Visceral.
That's what I said about the Forever Purge.
Right.
Oh, that's the one I
seen
think
it.
of.
Haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it.
haven't seen any of the Purges.
Yeah.
It's really...
I haven't seen them either.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
What are your tastes?
Anyway, I like the more like relationship-based films. So like I like romances, I like dramas, I like things that tackle really like human emotional relational issues, which is fun. And I also like comedies, you know, that
Like-
kind of stuff.
Do you like to laugh, Sebastian?
I do.
You shouldn't have had to think about that.
Okay, listen, because do I like to laugh with movies? I more cringe at funny movies than I do laugh, but I enjoy laughing in real life.
Is this a funny movie? Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
I wouldn't call it
I
funny.
Dark
wouldn't call it
comedy.
a funny movie.
Yeah.
It's
Depen-
more
Depending on which one you're looking at.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, we should. It's an anthology.
It's an anthology. There's 6 short stories
Yeah.
in
I'd
this.
say the overall message is not comedy, though.
No, I would agree. But yeah, so we
Wikipedia disagrees with you just
Wik-
because
did
it's
you
a
say
debate
Wikipedia?
show. Wikipedia says it's a black comedy. Just when I was researching
Dark
what
comedy and black comedy.
I
Is
mean,
there a
dark,
difference?
dark, black, whatever you mean, whatever the correct
But there's a
term is.
difference though. If you brought that up, is there a difference?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Just that it is not a
regular comedy.
haha comedy. It's like very violent. And, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Comedy.
So anyway, Sebastian and I watch very different films.
Yeah.
But one thing that we have both been super interested in lately is cowboy ballads. We've been listening to Marty Robbins' cowboy ballads.
Just like on every day.
What the hell is Marty Robbins' cowboy ballad?
What is that?
Dude, we're about to put you on the best music artist of all time. It's songs, it's cowboy songs
Uh-huh.
about cowboy stories.
Yeah.
And Marty Robbins tells the tale of these cowboys in the story. Well, in the song.
Yeah.
In the song.
So like every verse is a new part of the story.
Yeah.
You're moving
Yes.
the. Okay.
Oh.
And each song has a different vibe that goes with the different story. It's so good.
Okay.
We'll put you on it. But
You put the whole audience onto it.
yes, listen to Marty
Please.
Robbins.
Is this a Zillennial thing? When's Marty Robbins from?
Oh, he's
1960s.
long dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are getting into the 60s. I like it.
Yes.
Legend.
Hey, it's the 60s. Or what's the Hairspray song? Doesn't matter. Sorry.
Anyway, so we've been super into cowboy ballads lately. And so we're just like, oh, what do we want to watch? Do we want to talk about Heretic? Do we want to talk about
Heretic?
Midsummer? Yeah, no, like we watched a whole bunch of array of films together. Because we watch like rom-coms, we watch like How to Train Your Dragon, and we watch like Heretic and Midsummer and like all the usual suspects, that kind of stuff. So it's different music.
We trade
movie
off
tastes.
who picks one.
Wait,
Yes.
did you see Eddington? Which is like Ari Aster trying to do a Coen Brothers movie?
No, I haven't seen Eddington.
Okay, sorry.
That's the one about the little town, right?
A little
Yeah.
town called Eddington.
Yes,
And
I
is
need-
a cowboy movie.
Oh,
Okay, so
put that on the list.
sold.
Put that on the
It's
list.
sort of a
Western, isn't it?
It's a western.
Go
excuse
back.
me.
Okay,
Got it.
copy that.
It's part of a debate. When you watch it, you can go back and listen to those episodes.
We'll come back for another episode and talk about that one.
Oh, I would love to talk about that again because I need to get into the politics of that movie.
You want more of a deep dive into Eddington?
Even, especially now that
Oh yeah.
But we're not talking about that movie.
I know. I just said, that's kind of,
This whole podcast is mostly tangents, so I wouldn't want to talk
die
about
a
it.
lot in these songs? Is there a lot of
Yes.
death and destruction?
I'd say every single song
They're cowboy
has
stories.
1+ deaths, with the exception
Yes.
of a few.
So it makes you feel something viscerally?
Yes.
Exactly.
I listen,
Yes.
just
yes.
like you. People will find out what I mean in the interview.
So anyway, I suggested Ballad of Buster Scruggs to him, and this has been on my movie list to watch with him for a while because I really liked it, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. And so I was like, Sebastian, what if we watched Ballad of Buster Scruggs? And he's like, yes. So we watched it, and it was wonderful. And I laughed, and I cried, and I sat there shocked, and it was awesome.
You cried?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see why. Did you laugh throughout? Did you
He
laugh
didn't.
out loud?
I cheered more than I laughed, I'd say.
Okay, so here's the problem I have and wondered coming into this is, do they sing enough for this to be a ballad?
The whole.
Yeah, I think that's saying a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's saying yes.
Yeah.
I
I
would
say
say
yeah.
the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is the first of the 6 anthologies,
Spoiler. I'm kidding, but yeah.
is a ballad.
Okay.
I'd call that a classic ballad. The other stories aren't quite as ballady.
Is there always supposed to be singing in ballads? Like, am I dumb and just think ballads
I
and
don't think
musicals
so.
are similar?
I think ballad
I
is
was
the
un-
music term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the term for the type of music it is. It doesn't necessarily apply to movies. But I think the Ballad of Buster Scruggs is the first section of the anthology. And I think that one I'd consider a ballad because at the end, spoiler alert, he sings
Yeah, he sings.
Sure,
about
sure.
his tale.
Yes, he does
With
sing
no
about his
spoilers.
tale. And is a theme throughout is singing around that topic.
Yes.
Man, now you have, because like, you know how like 80s ballads that as a type of music, like Faithfully by Journey is
Yeah.
a song that people would play for dollar dances, which you shouldn't because it's about cheating while you're on the road with your band. But
crazy.
You know the song Faithfully. Dun, dun.
I've heard it once or twice.
Okay, yeah. And I think it's a ballad because it's like, it's tragic and it's a story about, you
Yeah.
know, being out on the road.
Ballad is also a genre of feeling also. And
Yeah.
you and I kind of touched on this earlier, that a lot of ballads we hear have to do with like life and death and emotions kind of intertwined and love. Emotions kind of intertwined in there. And so it's like the end result of life and death and romance is kind of the emotional ballad genre.
Yeah.
And I think all of the like little sections of the Ballad of Buster Scruggs touch on those topics,
Yeah. It's
as well as
definitely-
all of the Marty Robbins songs in that genre.
Yes. So we're also analyzing Marty Robbins in this interview, just so you know.
Yep, totally on board. No, there's not enough singing.
There is. I
Sorry,
mean, there's
it's
like
gotta be a bait
Isn't
song
there
for
like-
some
Yes,
reason
yeah.
while I look up the next bait topic.
half of them are at least one person sings the song and not
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
each of
yeah.
them, right? Yeah, so there is singing in each of the
Oh, there
vignettes.
is.
Yeah.
Well, no. Is there singing in the?
There's one,
The Pilgrim
the
one?
first one and the last one, the Pilgrim.
Wait, the last one has singing? Yeah, because the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the Pilgrim one have singing?
The gold one has
Yes,
singing.
they sing along the road, don't they?
Do they?
I'm sure they do. They must.
Did someone sing,
I don't remember. Them.
or are they singing? I don't think it's spoilers to say there's pilgrims in this old
Yeah.
western, and yeah, I think there is an aspect of music in each.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, like, are you guys versed in like the other Coen like musical things they've done, like Oh Brother Where Art Thou, or did you guys watch
Yes,
that?
I have seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Okay.
I
It was a
know
while
about
ago
it
though.
Technically, I have not seen it.
Okay.
I've
That's
studied-
another one we should watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that on the list.
It's funny because when that came out, before you were born, no offense, I just
Yeah, bring it up
remember
every time.
it's relevant because I remember at the time my father wasn't my adopted father, because we're brothers, Farx brothers. Wasn't really into popular music. Maybe ZZ Top, but that was like pre me.
Wow,
but
he
he-
listened to ZZ Top?
Yeah, the long beards.
Sure.
But the Oh Brother Where Art Thou, that was like a cultural moment, and it was weird to have like the Coens have a cultural moment because a bunch of people in the Midwest hated them for Fargo. Not like people who understood and were, understood the movie, but there's people who felt slighted by Fargo.
Fargo, yeah.
And I'm from a rural area where I grew up.
Was it the accents or what was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
definitely.
The way people are sort of dumb.
Oh,
And then it's like, oh, everyone in the Midwest is dumb. No, it's like the Coen Brothers, and tell me how you feel about this, kind of do like reality verite thing where it's like people aren't superheroes in movies. Like, you know,
Yeah,
Aaron
it's-
Brockovich is a superhero. This is a 90s reference. This isn't good for you. You know who Aaron Brockovich is. Sorry, you're going to bait or agree?
I think that they play characters really well to, you know, what they would be. And I talk from like No Country for Old Men, like a lot of the decisions that and the actions that those characters make seem very realistic to what life is, you know?
I found money. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah. They make very human
whoa,
decisions.
I'm rich, okay.
Okay.
You know?
Well, and I guess it's also, and this is something I don't like about the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and I guess I'd like to contrast them, is that like when you think of No Country for Old Men, it's very still,
Yeah.
and like
Well, that was style more than...
that's their style though. And whereas this, they're moving. They've got CGI animals. They're doing
Yeah.
special effects. They're moving the camera around in fun ways.
Oh, they're moving the camera around. No, Coen
mean,
Brothers.
They
How could
moved the
you?
they moved the camera before. I'm trying to think of where actually now. They must have on dolly shots, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. Do you have a strong opinion about the cinematography of the Coen Brothers?
I like.
Uh-oh. What was that?
No, it's fine.
I liked the cinematography of Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Although I feel like technically it like was kind of mid sometimes.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I noticed like it just seemed like some of the shots were overexposed and they had to fix it in post, and some of the shots were really grainy, like the night shots that they had in the Entertainer. What's that one called? Do you know the title of that one?
Meal ticket?
Meal Ticket.
Meal Ticket, yes, thank
with
you.
Liam Neeson.
Yes, the a lot of the night scenes with Meal Ticket, like when they're at the bonfire together, are grainy, and I was like, is this a style? This doesn't feel like a style choice because none of their other gritty moments in any of the other short stories had that grittiness to it, and so I was like, why?
And there's night shots in the last segment, where they're in the carriage for a portion of it.
Yeah, well, that was pretty well lit. I want to say
Yeah.
just
that
the
was
color.
like artificial night.
Yeah, yeah,
More
yeah.
than they
Definitely.
overnighted and then lit it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like they were probably on a set,
Yeah.
or not on a set, but they were
a studio.
inside. Yeah, not
Yeah.
shooting on an actual carriage, of course.
Right.
I think you're correct there, and easy to verify in objective truth. I'm trying to think of why I would argue for. Do you have a strong opinion about the cinematography? We watched it in 4K.
I mean, I would
Nice.
agree
Something
with
inches.
Sebastian and Sally Ann. It's not very stylistic, that's for sure. It's very standard bogged down. I wouldn't call it bogged down with standard shots of wide close up.
Whereas you find their other work to be more stylized.
Yeah, I think so. The characters are placed more intentionally, I think, in each shot. I
That's
can't
fair.
name a specific one, but I feel like there are.
Well, what are your like Coen? What are the Coens that like Coen movies that mean something to you individually? Ladies first.
I honestly, the only other Coen Brothers movie that I've seen was Oh
What
Brother
the
Where Art Thou.
fuck?
I know. I like. Okay, here's the thing. I've got this long list of movies that I need to watch, and I have more of their movies on there. He's been trying to get me to watch No Country for Old Men for a while, but we just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Bro, okay, like you were watching this movie when you were like middle school age, and like I'm trying to think, yeah, I'd probably maybe get through Buster Scruggs when I was middle school age, but I definitely liked Fargo, and No Country for Old Men was high school for me. So you're past the age where that'll
Sorry.
I'm just saying it's gonna
No.
like
Whoa.
do something for you. Like I saw that one in theaters.
Yeah, but I really liked Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and I actually like didn't put together that it was a Coen Brothers movie, and this was also a Coen Brothers movie until like recently when I was like, oh, what should I think about for this interview?
Okay.
You know, because I'm less of a, I'm not really like a film nerd because like I don't like study like each individual director. I probably should.
Sure.
I don't study each individual director and each individual team and each individual cinematographer. There's a couple that I'm like, I like your work, but it's like
How did they pull that off? What can I learn?
kind of stuff.
That's kind of the angle I take on it.
Yeah, and it's less about it's less about the people who did it, but more looking at the art piece itself. Which I
No.
think is why I also have a hard time putting, like, remembering names and faces, because I'm really good at picturing people, but I have a hard time putting their name to the face. And so for me, names for who made what movie, which actors in which movie is kind of difficult
Right.
to, like, piece them together and remember all of them.
You have face blindness to some degree.
Name blindness.
Name blanks,
Because
yeah.
she recognizes the faces. You don't
Yeah.
remember the name.
Yes, yeah. Or opposite, someone will be like, oh, I was on set with this person. And I'll be like, yeah, I know that name. And that person could literally be standing in front of me, and I will know their name and that they're on that set, but I won't recognize that that's the person in front of me. Unless I've worked with them multiple times and, like, I have a shared story with them, and then I remember, oh, yeah, you were the AC from this thing. I remember you because we did this together.
you think
Then
it's-
they click.
Do you think it's something you practice and that you, because like
Why would you practice that?
well,
What do you mean?
I'm in corporate sales, so that's
Yeah.
why you practice
Yeah,
it.
but your corporate
I do it
sales,
literally
would you-
today, and I was
don't
thinking
want-
about that. Like, I'm a narcissist. I'm thinking about what she's saying and how it affects me.
Yeah, but I mean, in corporate sales, are you trying to remember? Because you're so in the mindset of I gotta make a sale. I'm not gonna remember this person's face or name, right? You're not gonna.
No, bro, to like make the sale,
The
Yeah.
you
Best
have to have the
sales.
relationship.
You
Sure,
go play
but
pool and that's it. And then
You think it's cool? Cool.
You
Pool would
circle
be better,
back.
for the
and
record.
then-
Pool would be better. Golf. We'll leave
Oh,
that for
yeah.
another day. Okay, what's your relationship with the Coens now that she's made me very
angry.
This is why millennials don't talk to Gen Z.
I see.
I'd say No Country for Old Men is my favorite.
Was that your gateway? Did you see that like as a young boy?
No.
Okay.
No. I watched that, I think it was like 2 years ago. I think the reason why I liked it so much was because of, I don't know, I can't really say the way it was made because that's way too general, but
Okay.
all of the different aspects of the movie to point to the center just were put together so well that it's undeniably like amazing.
You can feel the intentionality of
Yes,
the choices.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
it's like absurd how much it made me feel in the moment of what. See, this is how I rate movies: is what did it make me feel, and just like because like I watched it at my buddy's house and he fell asleep, and so it was just me in this film.
And you're sitting there like,
yeah, and I'm just like stunned.
I need another data point for Coens with you.
What? He's not done yet.
Oh, okay, excuse me. I'm sorry. Keep going on.
Go
about,
ahead.
No Country for Old Men. I will need another data point after this.
Sure, there
So
won't
think
be.
about that while you.
But I really liked the way that the audio was used and just like the lack there of sound.
It was quiet a lot. Yeah.
It was quiet, and like the realness that you felt, like we kind of touched on earlier about it being very true to human just experience. You feel the human experience while you watch it from the actors because there's no swell of music when you're afraid of something. It's just the quiet footsteps as you wait for someone to die.
I hope never to.
Yes,
but you do when you watch Coen Brothers films.
I would not go through that door because you get to be an old man by not going through some doors.
True?
Yeah.
You will like this movie if you see it sometime. What you're gonna tell me? That I'm
Yeah,
wrong?
but I
About
mean,
Coens?
isn't he like the unrelenting force of evil? So it doesn't matter if you go through the door or not. He's gonna come after you. Isn't that the whole point of it?
No, I think it would go to like since as people will find out, we have theologian in study with us. But I think it would go to there are principalities and powers that we are encouraged to stay away from in one of the main faiths,
Sure.
if you will.
But I would also argue you can't be like 100% about safety. You're not gonna be safe all the time.
All right, you know what I'm referring to in No Country for Old Men. We don't want to spoil it for Sally Ann,
No.
who has not seen it.
Oh,
We're in the
it's
non-spoilers.
then, yeah.
Well,
Probably
no, I
forget
think
it
we can talk
anyway.
about this without. Sorry.
I said I'd probably forget it anyway.
Yeah, it'll involve. We'll just use the names of the people involved.
Exactly. That is, woof.
When Tommy Lee Jones doesn't go through that door, Javier Bardem is on the other side of it, but you see him make the choice to not go
Not
through
to
the
go-
door.
okay.
Will she actually forget it? I need to know.
Yes.
Follow up.
She
I mean, it's
will
pretty
not.
vague.
It's such a huge. moment.
Yeah, no, that's what the whole movie is building towards.
Okay, but then you're gonna show me No Country for Old Men, and I'm gonna be like, wow, what movie is this?
No, it'll be. Oh yeah, because you won't know Tommy Lee Jones.
Exactly.
I say
I
that
can't
name.
picture a face in my head.
Oh my God! You can't see his scraggly old.
Nope.
Go on,
balding-
stop describing the guy.
What? He's an old guy. He's still alive. Tommy, come on the show.
Listen, if you keep describing him, maybe I'll remember him.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy Lee, he was in that movie with Pamela Anderson.
This is going nowhere for me.
I conflated two different people who both have the first names Tommy and Lee. Sebastian will explain the joke I made on the car ride home because
Or-
I am not going to.
We'll just watch it.
No, you won't. You can watch a show called Tom and Pammy or Pam and Tommy on Hulu, which is about what I'm talking about, but you should not watch the thing I'm referring to.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
I
explain-
get it.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're talking about?
Yeah. Wait, do you?
No.
Thank God. Okay. In addition to all these other things you're not going to watch because you're not going to have the time, you should, if you're interested in how like media and the internet has changed, like when we had to imagine buying VHS tapes.
Oh, yeah.
On the internet. That's what the TV show about real life people, Tommy Lee, the musician, and Pamela Anderson, the actress.
Actress?
Oh yeah, she's on posters in here, or her name is. It's fine. They had a sex tape that got out, and it was distributed very widely by people selling it on the internet.
Oh, I
and
see.
Seth Rogen made a TV show about this. So when I said Tommy Lee, I genuinely thought you knew what I was referring to a sex tape. And
No.
yeah. I mostly like that the Coens, similar to British folks, don't like to delve into any sort of like sex stuff. Like this didn't have any I can't think
did.
of it did?
The brothel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So in a Western there is a brothel, but I can
It-
variably tell
but,
you they show you nothing.
They show you nothing.
They cut.
Yes.
So non-spoiler, now it's plugged in for Focus on the Family people. Do you know what that is? Because you're
Yes.
Okay, cool.
family
It's a Colorado Springs company that has a big Christian organization.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and they produce a lot of content.
Interesting.
Adventures in Odyssey.
I've heard of it.
Okay. Have you? I can't imagine you have. Yeah, cool. I like finding out which references people know and don't. So what's the other Coen's reference point for you?
I said there wasn't.
I wanted to confirm that.
Okay.
It will be interesting. I want you guys to come back in a year and have watched another Coen.
Listen, you give us a list of Coen Brothers films, and we'll watch them.
I actually kind of want to rank them in like the order, and let's work this out. Like, if these are young folks we care about, who
Yeah.
actually care about movies and want to like make movies better. Like, do they start with all the Roger Deakins ones and watch those in order, or like
Roger
pick the
Deakins.
because Roger Deakins was their DP for cinematographer for
so-
many of their movies, like No Country for Old Men, for
Yeah.
example.
Well, I mean, that's at the top for me.
Well, yeah, you should watch
Country,
No
yeah.
Country for Old Men, and then you haven't seen Fargo, I can tell, right?
Fargo.
Okay, so yeah, watch Fargo. What the hell? You're in Minnesota. I mean, even though Fargo is North Dakota, most of the movie takes place in Minneapolis. Spoiler!
Nah,
Well-
my ex lives in Fargo. I hate that place.
This movie will not hurt. Like, will elevate that position you have. I
Copy
guess.
that.
'Cause
Okay.
It doesn't,
It's
it doesn't
worth it
make
then.
Fargo look great.
Yeah, wow.
It doesn't. Do you think Fargo, the movie, makes Fargo? I would say Minneapolis is more appealing than Fargo in the movie.
Yeah,
Fargo.
but I don't remember how much time they spend in Fargo.
Okay, what's the second movie they should watch? Like, do we go right to Big Lebowski, or is it something that's like in their same like vein of like what the Coen Brothers do really well? Because they're like funny,
Yeah.
and they do like very serious movies. Do we go all the way back to Blood Simple?
Yeah.
Something with Billy Bob Thornton, the man who wasn't there.
Wow, they
Yeah.
made a lot of movies. 'Cause
Yeah, I
I don't think
know.
I've
I'm
seen
a
Your
a
own
lot of them.
namesake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Billy Bob, my namesake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I often say to people, well, it's not
No
my
relation?
namesake. My name is Kyle Farx.
Oh yeah, on the show it's Farx.
You almost got me.
I almost got you.
There's a different guy who has a position that has that last name that isn't a producer and a host on the show.
Got it. Got it. Bleep that out. Bleep
Alright.
that out.
No, it's fine. Two people can exist in one corporeal form.
Oh, that's true.
You're dealing with one of them. Yeah.
Well, I thought we were gonna go the whole. You never see Batman and Bruce Wayne is in the same room.
You never see Clark Kent and Batman in the same room either. You might.
Yeah, you do. What do you
Have
mean?
you ever seen Justice League?
Yeah.
No, but like, I've seen every Justice League, son.
How
Don't
dare
come
you.
up here.
Son.
Bro, son.
Wow.
I hope you're keeping track. What is the other Coens we tell them? Sorry, comment below this why I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. Big Lebowski's kind of. I don't know. It's kind of a.
Like, I don't
It's
know
not
if that'll...
it's way too funny. I think. Well, they try to be way too funny, and
Too
they're too
Not
unserious.
too funny. I'm wondering if the comedy would like
Yeah.
you're gonna like it. I'm not sure you're gonna like it, and I want you to be into Coen Brothers movies. That's a big thing for me.
Well-
True Grit. You guys haven't seen
True
their
Grit,
other like
yeah.
Western movies, so if you're into
Westerns.
Westerns, you should watch True Grit. So okay,
Great.
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Then you watch Fargo. Then you watch True Grit. And I truly think that that will kind of sell you on like, I need to see all the Coen Brother movies. And some of them are very silly. Lady Killers, Burn After Reading. I'm not recommending those next because I feel like
Gotta warm up to them.
you should... I like Burn After Reading better than The Big Lebowski, but that is an unpopular opinion. And I'm very aware of that being an unpopular opinion.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to have brought you here and now like ranted at you about the Coens. I had other questions.
Yeah,
like,
well, I
do
mean,
you
you
think
could-
the Coens are mad at each other because they broke up
They
and started making movies
separated,
separately?
Yeah. Well, aren't they coming back?
Biggest
Without,
breakup.
with my uneducated opinion, I think that
Cool.
when I have been creative with people, like specific people over long durations of time,
Yeah.
you say all of the things that you have in common, and then you're left with your differences.
Whoa, that's deep.
Oh, I see. So they've kind of figured out they've run the same like thing together.
Yeah.
And now they
they're
only
tired of it.
have what makes them different.
And I think that's what happens with a lot of bands too.
Oh man, are you in a band or have you been?
No, but like bands that just do their thing, they release 8 albums and then quit. Like, why would they
And
do
then they
that?
like break up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys didn't think this movie was funny, just to be clear?
There were funny moments,
Okay.
but I think that overall it was trying to convey a message more than it was attempting to be funny.
Well, okay, cause like, Meal Ticket, not funny.
Yeah, not funny at all. Where did you laugh the most?
When I put the like Vince Gilligan, who created Breaking Bad, said once that when you give the audience 2 and 2 and let them put 4 together in their head, they'll like that. Like you don't tell them 4, but you give them 2, 2, and then you show them the results of 4.
Are you talking about the ending?
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
Meal
the
Ticket.
ending.
Meal Ticket?
Like I was like, where is this going? And then when it gets to where it is going,
Yep.
and they tell you, they show you before they tell you, and they don't
Yeah.
show. They don't tell you by showing you. They show you, and then
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
I don't know, Meal
You
Ticket was
laughed at
not funny to me.
No, I didn't think it was funny
It was
either.
more just like sad.
It was sad.
Okay, here's why it's funny, kids.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because they had to go and put on a little show. And the like all the little things they had to do to even just a one-man show get out in the Old West was very funny to me. And then the consumption habits of folks at the time, which I'm sure, well, let's debate about this. Do you think the Coens are trying to tell us something about how careers go? How art is consumed by the masses over time, this type of thing. And I don't think it spoils anything to say that like the Bible is quoted, Abraham Lincoln is quoted, who maybe would be a controversial figure at this point because they also talk about President Pierce in a different piece, who would have been a predecessor to Lincoln, which I assume you know because our school systems work really well. Do you guys know anything about President Pierce? Just 'cause
No, I don't know.
I looked all this up last night because they talk about President Pierce and dough faces or dough heads.
Yeah.
Okay, is it dough head or dough face?
I think it's Doughface.
Doughface.
Okay, dough faces. So they called them dough faces because they were Northerners who were cool with slavery that would get along with the Southerners just to get things through Congress. So that was the side of the aisle, shall we say, that President Pierce came from, is that he was a dough face in that he was willing to work with the Southern coalition that was
supporting slavery.
Yeah, and which is theoretically the Civil War has been fought in the time period we're watching, even though I don't think they expressly tell us.
No.
It could be the 1870s, could be the 1880s. I don't think it's the 1890s.
Well, they don't mention the war, and the war would have had direct result on the stories, I feel.
Yeah.
A couple of them at least.
Wait, were you guys at on Django and the Hateful Eight from Quentin?
Haven't
Seen
Okay, because Django takes place before the Civil War, and then Hateful Eight takes place after the Civil War, and obviously race is a factor in both of those, which, well, that might not be obvious. Samuel L. Jackson's in both. And, when you put a black guy in a movie that takes place in the 1860s and 70s, what? It's like Google Gemini when it's like, oh, what ethnicity were the Nazis?
It's not like a big deal to put a black guy.
No, when you're making a historic movie.
around the Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this with The Outsiders as like a 1960s movie in anywhere in America.
Yeah, because you wouldn't find a black guy during that time. Sure, and that's in a small town like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we're talking 100 years before that. The world wasn't like more civil 100 years ago. This is an argument we have all the time, and this is probably what
Do you think the world is more civil now?
I believe.
I would argue kind of the same.
Well, there's the joke that there's more slaves than have ever been alive at one time today. And that just tells you if you ever feel bad about your job, realize your job could be worse. You could be counting slaves.
Wow.
This is true.
So this is why you think Meal Ticket is funny. Got it.
Wow.
Because I can go to the board. Because it's one of those things I know something about but can't do anything about. There's this idea of logical ignorance.
Is that the same thing as weaponized incompetence? It's probably not. But.
They're cousins. They're cousins. Yeah.
So weaponized, please join us in this. Weaponized incompetence, that's like when you use your lack of knowledge to hurt people.
No, it's purposely pretending you don't know what to do to hurt someone else.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's to avoid labor.
Yeah,
How I would put it.
Weaponized
Yeah.
incompetence is used in that way. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
To get out of doing something, I don't want to learn that.
Well, you show that you're bad, so they don't ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like doing your dishes poorly, and then
Yep.
your spouse or significant other is like, gonna ask you to do it again.
We talk a lot about relationships on your interview. Don't do that. Logical ignorance is like, I know something like a morbid fact, but I can't do anything about it, so it's logical for me to be ignorant of it because it just makes me more unhappy to know something that is unfortunate, but I have no ability to change my life.
Well, in some ways, you're kind of protecting yourself from, like, being depressed or...
I disagree with the idea of keeping yourself ignorant because you should learn
But if you know it, you're not going to just bring it on top of your head, though. You're not going to bring it to the forefront. You're not going to think about it every day.
Well, how this relates
negative
to
thing.
Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I'm sorry, I was trying to end
Meal
it
Ticket,
yeah. It is like seeing these sad, like, different vectors of the Old West.
Mm-hmm.
What was the impact it had on you?
Again, in kind of the ballad style, it gave you the story and it allowed you to feel what the story did to you, and the stories were very real to what human experiences could have been to some respect. I mean, I know that they're definitely dramatized, but I mean, people lived and died, and suddenly there was a sandstorm and you lost your spouse, and there's not much you could have done. But it's kind of just the reality of living so close to the earth, I guess I could say. Because I feel like, the further along civilization has gotten, the more removed and controlled the environments we're in have become. They were just pushing out into the wilderness. So living that close to the unforgiving nature just does that.
Oh.
Nature's metal, yeah.
Great summary.
I'm going to throw it to Sally Ann, unless you want to.
Yeah, go ahead, Sally.
I liked how it goes through the different experiences in a particular order. I really liked, because it kind of starts with the kind of like storyteller vibe with the first one, and then it gets sad, and then there's a happy one, and then it gets like really sad again, like really like tragic. Also,
I think the message they're sending is very funny. Is like society over time finds the, very like high-minded thing less interesting and moves on to something dumber and more flashy. Like, I know which one I'd want to watch.
Yeah.
Like, if you put one of them to me right now, I have to sit here and listen to this guy? Come on!
But then he brings out the second act. And you're like, yes. No, I'm talking like not just Meal Ticket, but like all of the stories in the whole anthology. I like how it goes through the different emotions almost. And I like how it's kind of bookended by the storyteller vibe. Because in the first one, he's breaking the fourth wall and telling the story himself and singing about his own ballad. And in the last one, they're kind of telling the tale to the other people in the carriage. I don't know. I like how it was structured a lot. And so the film made me feel like almost scared because like you mentioned this while we were watching it. The characters don't have any plot armor because it's a short film. And the story is completely new and can continue with new people. So there's no plot armor. And so you're just scared the whole time because like, are they, like, what's going to happen?
They could just
This
die.
is why you kids need to watch fucking Coens! Because there's lots of characters without plot armor in Coen Brothers movies. Yeah, George Clooney can look dumb.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. He usually looks cool in movies.
True.
They make him look dumb.
That's awesome.
Because he annoys them.
Okay.
Love that.
He annoys me, so,
Sure. Well, I was gonna call him. He looked kind of dumb in that movie, The Descendants, where he gets cuckolded. Yeah.
So you guys don't want him on the podcast?
I mean,
George,
we do.
come on anytime, but bring your wife. She's an international lawyer. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Molly Clooney.
You'd probably lose the debate.
I could take her.
Okay.
All right. Challenge
Hear
right
that,
there.
George? Tell your wife.
Oh my God.
When she's done with Netanyahu, come after me. In a debate in my garage, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
obviously, yeah.
Netanyahu is war criminal.
Wow, I think that's a great place to end it.
Actually, one of the Coens agrees with me.
Yeah, they do?
One of them.
I don't, well,
Which
the other
one?
one didn't sign the letter related to something else, so never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a tease for another time then. Well, catch us in our spoilers debate. Yeah,
saw you-
and
I saw you
Ballad
shaking.
will keep going or continue. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.